everybody, Remrov here. I'm a classic artist who makes these videos to educate about autism and to build a bridge in between the autistic and neurotypical world, and I hope to be a voice for non-verbal people with autism. In this video I want to talk more about autism and clothes. But first I want to tell you something else about Pilaf. Pilaf, my little bird here, you know him all by now, I think. He had a stroke about 2 weeks ago, and so he had a bit of troubles with balancing, and his head was tilted all the time, and he had like really jerky moves. So we took him to the vet. It turned out he had a stroke. But he's recovering actually really well, so we're really happy with that. And yeah, so we're just gonna see how it will go with our little feathered friends. So in this video, more about autism and clothes. Clothes can be quite an issue for people with autism. Many autistic people have a lot of sensory issues, and sensitivity, an extreme sensitivity for certain fabric and clothes against our skin is one of those sensory issues. When we are wearing a shirt or pants and we are extremely uncomfortable with a label in it or a seam in it, for example, it's not like we will get used to that throughout the day. No, throughout the day the feeling of it will even get worse and worse. When a seam or a label is scratching our skin, it can really feel like somebody is scraping our skin with a sharp knife or a razor. Many parents of autistic kids, they notice that their kids strip, they take off their clothes often, or they have more meltdowns when they're wearing certain kinds of clothes. So sensory issues might be the cause of this. Many people with autism are especially very sensitive in their belly area. So a tight waist of a pants or an elastic band can cause extreme discomfort. So now more about shopping for clothes. Shopping for clothes is extremely difficult, and finding the right clothes that feel good on us because of these sensory issues. When I'm shopping for new clothes, then there's a 90% chance that I will come home empty-handed. Especially when I'm shopping for new pants. Often when I wear pants, when I buy pants, I have to buy a size that is actually a bit too big on me, but then I often don't like the look, so it's very difficult for me to find pants that feel good and look good on me. A few weeks ago I found a pair of jeans actually that felt quite good on me, and I really like the look of it also, but I still really had to get used to the waist of the pants, of the jeans, and there was also a label in it, and it was on my thigh of my leg, and it was constantly scraping my skin, so I had to remove the label. I had to do it very carefully, because if you cut the label incorrect, then a remnant of the label can be even more scratchy. So it has to be done very carefully. Most of the pants I have now, they are already 10 or 15 years old, because often when I buy new pants, I end up not wearing them because they're just uncomfortable, or I don't like the look of them because they're too baggy. When I buy pants that are a bit too big on me, then for a lot of people, wearing a belt, if you have to pull them up all the time, then a belt can be a solution, but not for me, because when you put a belt around a pants that is too big, then you create that it bunches up here and there, and that can also feel extremely agonizing. So when yeah, when I have one of my pants, one of my favorite pants, if there's a hole in it, or when it needs to be replaced, I find it extremely difficult and get very anxious about it, because there's such a small chance that I will find exactly the same pants, and the pants that I feel exactly the same in. So often, the solution is to have pants repaired instead of replaced. I find it especially difficult to find new pants lately because, the fashion lately is skinny pants and skinny jeans, and I can't wear that. I don't like the look of it at first, but second, it's just so uncomfortable to have constantly feel that stretchy, uh, fabric so tight around your legs and your waist. It's just intolerable. So now more about putting on clothes and choosing clothes out of our closet in the morning. This can take me quite a while, and many other people with autism also find it quite difficult because on some days I'm just a lot more sensitive than others, and on some days nothing feels good on me, and even the softest seam can already be extremely agonizing on me. Putting on socks can also take me very long. I need seamless socks because the seams just really hurt my toes. And when you have with socks, even after washing them, they take the shape a bit of your foot, and so you have to put the right sock on your right foot and left sock on your left foot, because otherwise you have not enough space where your of sock where your big toe is, and you have too much space where your smaller toes are, and it just feels uncomfortable. It feels extremely uncomfortable the whole day. When I put on my shoes, I also have to do that really careful. That my sock doesn't bunches up, or that I don't have like wrinkles inside of my shoe, because that feels extremely agonizing. Sometimes when you put on your shoes, then you notice, and you don't open your shoe far enough or wide enough, then you feel that your shoe is pulling your sock on tighter, and that can really be uncomfortable for your toes. So I'm always extremely careful with that. So now more about wearing clothes. Many autistic people, they prefer to wear the same clothes every day. But clothes needs to be washed. If clothes didn't need to be washed, then that's what they would probably be doing, wearing the same every single day. And the reason for this is what I've already told you about, because hardly anything feels comfortable. And besides that, it is very difficult to switch clothes. Changes are very difficult for people with autism. And so if you almost have to change your clothes almost every day, so that's a huge change every single day that you have to go through. That's just uncomfortable. I find that really, really difficult. It also makes me something that really makes me nervous is when I go to an event as an artist, for example, or to an autism event, and then people say, okay, you have to wear this. We provide a shirt for you, and we would like you to wear that all day. Then my alarm bells start ringing, and I feel so nervous, because that's just impossible for me. It takes me already so long to find something that feels comfortable on me, a piece of my own clothes that I have in my closet, and then to just take that off and then put something on that somebody else provides, that's for me, it's just too much of a stress, because there's so much chance that shirt does not feel good on me and will cause me just a lot of agony all day long. So, and that's not a good thing for people with autism. sometimes they also demand a certain color of t-shirts, and yeah, maybe a bit easier, but it also minimizes the choice that I have for that day what I can wear, and I find it quite stressful as well. I just need to be in control what I'm wearing, otherwise I'm not doing all that well. Wearing pajamas in bed. I always wear pajamas because I'm often too cold. But with pajamas, it can extremely get uncomfortable as well, because if you turn around in bed, if I turn around in bed wearing my pajamas, then I suddenly feel my pajama bottoms and my pajama shirt completely twisted around my body, and here it's really wide suddenly, and here it's suddenly cutting off my bloodstream, my blood circulation. It often takes me really long to get comfortable in bed. And often when you turn around, and then the pants of your pajama bottoms, they ride up your leg, and that just all feels extremely uncomfortable. So I have some words of advice for other autistic people, and also for parents with autistic kids. Yeah, it's a good thing to put on your socks really carefully to make sure you have seamless socks, and wash your socks with fabric softener, because keeps the fabric really soft, which is better. And also make sure that you don't have any bunches on your socks or wrinkles when you put your shoes on. It's also very important. There are wrinkles and bunches up of your sock inside your shoes is agony. Also make sure that there are no scratchy labels or seams inside shirts or sweaters or pants. Make sure that the waist of a pants or jeans or an elastic band is not too tight. For neurotypical people, it might look like it is okay, but when it looks okay to a neurotypical, it might still be extremely uncomfortable for an autistic person. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. With putting on a coat, it's also really important to hold the sleeves when you put your arm in the sleeve of a coat, so that it doesn't go like this inside your coat. That is extremely uncomfortable. Many autistic kids also find it extremely uncomfortable. And I find the feeling of rolled up sleeves, I find it really a horrible feeling. And I do it when I wash dishes, for example, but only because a wet sleeve feels even more horrible. But besides that, you will never see me walking around with rolled up sleeves. I find the feeling of it, there's not really another word to describe for it as horrible. It's also a very good idea for parents of autistic kids, but also for autistic people. Just get the same sets of clothes. If you find out, hey, my kid really likes this shirt, my kid really likes this pants, and there's no troubles with it, no meltdowns, just buy an extra set of those clothes, because the first, you don't have to go through the agony of your child being in discomfort all day. But besides that, your child also has a bit of less of the feeling of change every single day, which is also really good to keep in mind. When you have an autistic daughter with girls, you might end up buying boys' clothes, because girls' clothes are often designed to be tighter, to fit tighter. Shirts are designed to fit shorter, which can be a great discomfort as well. Often the fabric, it's made to look sparkly or more luxurious or so, but those kinds of fabric can cause a lot of agony on your kid's skin. So it's good yeah, you might be ending up buying boys' clothes because they're always straight and no strange things or whatever on them. I always buy clothes from the boys section because, well, I've always been a tomboy and I never liked girls' clothes, but even if I did like the look of it, I just don't like the feeling of it. Yeah, so there are actually organizations also that create a whole clothing line for people with autism, sensory-friendly clothes, which is a really good thing. I haven't tried it myself yet, but I think it would be a good idea to try. I've heard about softclothing.net, which is a store where you can buy many different clothes, like socks and also soft jeans and things like that. There's also a store called smartknitkits.com, and they focus more on seamless socks, seamless underwear and t-shirts and things like that. It would be really cool to check that out. In the description below you can find a few more links to stores, so yeah, check it out, I would say. So yeah, this was it. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. You can consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay updated about any new videos that I will make soon. You can also consider to become my patron on Patreon. For $1 a month, you can support me with this video project. And besides that, you can also watch a lot of patron-only videos. So, Pilaf and I wish you a great day. And we hope to see you with our next videos again. Bye!